we have Flanker on the ball shooting and finds the Cockburn Wolves wall. Canast giving back and Canast receiving. Flynn Nolan, can he score? Canast tapping at the back post. You see the play and then you see that back post, just a bit of a jammy goal. Taking all you can get, so that's 2-3 the scoreline. 13 minutes left on the clock. Zudo just taking his anger out on the bin. Savanovic, Lazaro feeding to Gavinic, don't want him on his left. Blocked by Ross. Yellow card coming out for Ross after Gavinic saying it did come off him. Wolves playing the fair play and giving the ball back after a bit of a mistake there from referees, but it is important to remember all referees make mistakes, so Gavinic now driving and good shot there, Robles with the save. Well, leaving it, I should say, covering well. Robles giving to Nolan. Ross. Giving back to Nolan. Back to Ross. Trying to beat Cavalier, and Cavalier just falling to the floor. Just misplacing his weight. Ball played to Canast, now with Nolan. Back with Ross. Shoots and Dudek now on the break, but Robles is out. Feeds Ross well. They now got an advantage here. Ton cleverly calling the foul, plays early. Canast gives it back to Lazaro though. Seen out though from Lazaro at 12 minutes 55 left on the clock. Ross. Nolan. Feeding to Canast. Ross. Nolan. Ross. Cavalier. Ross. Nolan. Ross not getting followed there for a couple of seconds, but not able to capitalise. Savanovic taking a touch and playing it down the line. Keeps Ross though. Ross able to feed Canast. Resets to Cavalier. Cavalier touch in. Gives to Ross. 4-2. Nolan hits the back post, but instead hits and now it's Dudek on the break, left foot, and shoots early and can't hit the target. It's a good attacking opportunity for the Cockburn Wolves, but giving yellow to Kukic. They're just complaining to the referees. Florenka feeding Nolan. Florenka. Florenka now with Cavalier. Feeds back to Nolan. Gives back to Dare. Florenka with plenty of space. Drives down the line. Cavalier. And just seen out there from Kukic. Leeming. You're all good. Don't worry. Just needs to be on when commentating, so I didn't get the last 2 minutes of commentary, but you knew. Savanovic. On the ball now. 3 to the scoreline to the Cockburn Wolves. Out wide with Kukic. Lazaro resetting to Dudek. Now with Lazaro playing that early ball and Flanker just going for the early shot as Dudek sees it out with confidence. 11 minutes 30 left, feeding target. Flanker winning the ball. going West Coast Cobras way. Fed through, Cavallio touches to Diego Florenca, Nolan. Florenca gives reverse ball to Florenca. Florenca feeding the middle, Cavallio able to turn and place, Florenca hits the post. Cobras knocking on the door of the Cockburn Wolves. We'll see if they can capitalise it. Dudek going long and hitting the top netting. Florenca feeding Nolan. Giving Florenca first time ball to Vitaly Cavallio. Can he turn? Goes himself, shoots, second shot. Can't get the third though. Pressure from the Cobras. Given the way of the Cobras. Played it in the middle and forced it right to Lazaro. He's now able to drive. Nolan picks it up, shoots. Kukic just blocking that shot well. Nolan feeds Florenca. Given it back to Ross. Ross with the touch into the middle, feeds Florenca. Florenca to Florenca, and first time ball inaccurate as it's seen out. Lazaro on the ball now, 10 minutes remaining. Feeds Dudek. Played that middle ball to Leeming, back to Savanovic on his favoured left. Ross just seeing it out. The trailing kick. No, didn't take that touch, and he does stay the Cobras' way. Cobras only with 2 on the bench now. Especially if they decide to go fly keeper, it'll be very taxing on him. Especially on such a hot day. Florenca playing the ball through, Canast playing that target position well. Ross back to Florenca, trips over himself. Dudek able to take it around, back to Florenca. Heavy touch, still keeps up. Now given to the counter-attack to Leeming. Can he find the other one? He can. Ross with the crucial defensive effort. That's worth a goal right there. Ball down line, opens the shot. Florenca setting and blocking. Leeming. Ball down the line and early shot. Cobras putting on the pressure though. Seems like the Cobras will go 4-0. Given to Florenca. Canast. Back to Florenca. Pressure on as Florenca feeds the ball into the wall of grey. Heavy target play from Florenca. Ross given to Florenca. Out wide with Florenca now. Canast. Going to the middle, Ross. Driving, given to Florenca. Just a second over with those switches, and we'll see if he gets to punish them, and the flick down the line, not fed well enough. Dudek going long. Leeming able to beat the line. No, as the ball is seen out.
Keeper's ball. Next one.
Robles. Feeding to Ross. Marco Florenca, Ross getting pressured, takes it around. Leeming goes past one. Just sees it out himself though. Pressure on early. Leeming, ball over the top. Ross leaves it on his left foot and just feeding it right back to Robles. Robles feeding Florenka. Hits Marco Florenka back to Diego Florenka. Playing Luke Ross back to Diego Florenka. 2-on-1. Feeds Canaston off the post again with a nutmeg shot. Could have gone either way. Ross looking to open up. Shoots himself. Dudek with the convincing save. Diego Florenka just asking for the sub. With Savanovic, plays out wide. Ball down the line. Robles able to collect easily as Florenka looks to be injured. Covering a bit of a niggle. Now with Marco Florenka. Ross. Now with Matias Cavallio. Given it to Marco Florenka. Luke Ross. Looks to himself, shoots and in the back of the net. What a shot there from Luke Ross. That's worthy of goal of the round in itself. Just that perfect shot. Dudek could not even react. Timeout for the Cockburn Wolves.
Wait, which one?
So we'll just listen to the team talk of the Cockburn Wolves to see what Umbi Datillo is going to say. Just listening to it now, he says, I don't understand why you gave him so much space. Land would shoot like that. Saying there's not enough energy. Saying they let him take that shot, listening to the Cobras. They're just saying that they got to look for their moments to press because the Cockburn Wolves don't have much balance and structure, so they wait till two of them move out and then pick their moment to win the ball. But they have to be careful on that counter-attack with all four of them going, which did happen once, or more than once, and once or twice. They didn't so far score from it, but it's definitely a good opportunity. Of course, mighty John Goodlich not able to give his technical instruction. Jane Nashmore playing the coaching role at the moment, and the backup keeper. Not quite sure what happened to Jack Pizzuto, but I can just see him in the background there, taking a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Now with Lazaro, Savanovic. Savanovic just taking a little bit of a slip off the kick there. Maybe referees need to dust down the court. Bertel now gets it to Cavallio. Dudek feeding to Lazario and just seen out. Robles giving to Ross. Marco, take it. It's someone else's, just take it. Ross feeding to Canas down the line. Cavallio, can he finish? Trailing lead from Dudek, and Ross trying to get on his signature white boot and instead skies it. Dudek, not Dudek, Bertel out wide now with Leeming. Umbi Datillo putting all the attacking threat on. Gavinich, Bertel, Lazaro, Leeming. Robles at full stretch, not sure if he got a touch, he did. You could hear that ball just whip against the back netting. Certainly something I wouldn't want to put my body on the line for personally. Leeming. Dudek out to Bertel, toe pokes, and Robles just seeing it out.
Where should we be?
Gavinich pressing by himself, but just going back in. Playing at 4-0. Cavallio holds up well, plays back to Ross. Back to Nolan. Nolan driving. Gives it back post and Canast that full stretch. Can't find that ball, but it was a good ball. They're knocking on the door. The Cobras. So are the Cockburn Wolves though, with those daily chances, not what you want Gavinich on. Robles feeding is Gavinich, just deciding which man to pick up. Canast, Ross, Nolan going for a little check-in battle against Lazaria. Give it to Canast. Nolan, Ross takes Gavinich well, game at full stretch and tries to take on two, can't though, but recovers the ball back. Nolan. Given to Carvalho, isolated one-on-one. Tries to cut in and shoot. Canast was asking for the 1-2. Nolan on the ball now. Ross down the line, cuts back, Dudek collects. Dudek feeding to Gavinich, plays the easy 1-2, leaning, back post! Lazaro at full stretch, can't reach it though. That would have been probably the nail in the coffin for the Cobras as they took back momentum. Nolan. Ross. Playing a walking pace now as the respect from the Cockburn Wolves comes out. Nolan. Ross. Feeds Nolan. Back to Ross. Back to Nolan. Down the line. Carvalho just flat-footed, can't get on the end of it. 6 minutes left for either team to take this goal. Robles feeding Carvalho, but just the mistouch from Carvalho. Lazaro getting pressed heavy. Feeds down the line. Ross standing strong. Shot deflected off Ross. Maybe it was Lazaro, I'm not sure. It sounded like Lazaro by the fact it hit his back or something. Ross feeding Carvalho long. Can't reset it back though. Gavinich, can he finish on his left? Stands, Robles with the save. Canast getting pressed. Canast getting pressed now. Robles with a crucial save as the Cobras look flat-footed. Two subs coming to show its disadvantages as the Cobras run out of juice. Will it be enough though for the Cockburn Wolves with their almost full bench to get this 3 points? At the moment it's 1 point apiece, not what the Cobras would have wanted, not what the Cockburn Wolves would have wanted. As I said at the start of the contest, it really was a 50-50 game. On current form you'd say Cobras would get it, but we've seen the Cockburn Wolves defeat the Cobras in previous seasons, so it really is a 50-50. Marco Franco going line, cuts back and just gets himself a side ball. Florenka. Spinning Nolan, save from Dudek. Bertle through to Gavinich, can they finish? Leaves it, Lazaro misses! Those are two chances there that could have sealed the deal as Robles goes down. Says his knee's a bit hurt, not sure we have a backup keeper in Ashmore, so telling Jane Ashmore to kit up. As Robles goes down, I think he did something in his knee. Both teams probably happy to take this quick break as it is quite a hot day. Seems like two people down with injury for the Cobras. Here's the risk of playing heavy minutes. Four minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Game is anybody's here.
Oi, the clock, Ben. Clock's running.
That's 20 seconds.
Gotta stop the clock, guys.
Ball. With Nolan. Flanker. Nolan. Out wide now with Flanker. Flanker to Flanker. Back to Flanker. Flanker getting pressured. Tries to feed down the line, instead gives it to the Cockburn Wolves. Ball down the line and fatigue starting to set in for the Cobras. 4 minutes 30. Of course, the Cobras still do have their timeout, so they could use that minute to recover, but deciding not to in case they have to go fifth man. Though such light numbers, be definitely something exhausting for that fifth man player. Zara down the line, Bertel, Gavinich, well, Flynn, Nolan winning it, and Gavinich, that will be the 5th foul for the Cockburn Wolves. Any more fouls and that'll be a penalty. 10 metre, Luke Ross, the boss. Luke Ross, the boss, of course, favoured to win those encounters. Dudek is a good keeper, so it'll be interesting. Stopoke and ball with Dudek. Gavinich holding up, resets back to Leeming. Bertel. Ball gone long and seen way out. Ashmore to receive. 3 minutes 50 left on the clock. Ashmore given to Florenka. Given to Canast. Now with Florenka. Feeds back to Canast. Ross. Ross pivots, gives to Florenka, back to Ross, intercepted by Gavinich. 2-on-1, can they find Lazaro? They can't. Ashmore now to 4-on-3, but the ball too heavy. 3 minutes 22 remaining. Still got that timeout for the West Coast Cobras. See if they decide to use it. Bertel, Leeming, Lazaro, Gavinich, and Ashmore collecting easily. Not giving many options, feeds Cavalier, and heavy breast seen out. Bertel on the ball now. Will feed Leeming, will probably go for the shot. Feeds out to Lazaro with the isolation. Fed into the mixer, and Knash just that crucial touch. Knash just somehow keeping the ball. Florenka through the middle, 3-on-2. Can Florenka finish? Lazaro just trying to flush that back post for Cavalier. Cavalier very slow to get to the bench. Annie, you still have that timeout. Ball with Ross. Nolan feeds Florenka, Ross. Feed the ball into the mixer and left by Nolan, but Dudek reading that one. Gavinich feed over the top to Lazaro and just seen out. Ball with Ashmore. Ross. 2 minutes 30 of stop clock territory. Nolan. Given to Ross. Leeming.
Five, mate. Behind the green line. Behind the green line.
Leeming. Given to Bertel. Now with Leeming. Leeming. Pressure on, not many options, Lazaro. Ross wins it. Heavy pressure as it goes to Leeming and back with Ashmore now. Feeds it quickly and Ross can't find his footing. 2 minutes left on the clock. Cobras still have that timeout. Maybe using it for a last set play. Feeding to Dudek. Pressure on from Canast. Ross winning it. Flanker. Back to Ross. Gives it short to Flanker. Cuts in. Tries to turn and instead wins himself a side ball. Flanker looks very tired. To Ross. Shoots. Seen out by Leeming. Flanker. Given to Canast and an early shot. Sees it for another corner. Flanker. Gives it to Ross. Shoots and the ball bobbled, so it was definitely seen as a side ball from Dutullo.
Hey, don't
So not
call
from
it yes when they do it. Call it when you do it as well.
Ball going along. Seen out. Not seen out. Now it's with Flanker with space to drive. Gives it to Ross. 3-on-2. Can they use it? Ross. Canast can't get the last toe poke on it. 1 minute 30 left. Lazaro going to Dudek, using their keeper. Going long. Flanker wins it easily. Gives it right back to Leeming though. Lazaro. Ball seen out. 1 minute, 20 seconds left. Now with Ross. Canast. Given to Flanker. Flanker. Driving through the middle now. And ball seen out. Given to keeper as it looks like the Wolves are just happy to see this game out. 1 minute and 6 seconds left. Not rushing the ball forward. I think it'll be a good point for them. Ball seen out from Leeming. Ross, 56 seconds left on the clock. Feeding Nolan. Ross. Nolan. Ross. Flanker. Nolan. Good challenge there from Birdle. 40 seconds left. Flanker dribbling as that last play, getting dangerous, going for the middle, wins it! Yellow for Flanker, for Descent. Dudek coming up for this one. This will be iconic if Dudek gets this shot off. Plays Dudek. Going with Leeming now. Cuts in. Ashmore spills and Cockburn Wolves with the last second winner. 20 seconds left on the clock and they have a timeout card but they decide not to use it. Going right away. Blanket with the fifth man. Not giving the opposition time to prepare. 25 seconds left on the clock. Feeding Ross. Flanker. 22 seconds left on the clock. They have to make the most of it. Flanker. Ross. Cockburn Wolves very deep in their half. They have to be careful. Any touch on it is a shot. Seen off. Can they win it? And that is the second goal. 5-3, the end scoreline. Cobras getting punished for their fifth man and 8 seconds left on the clock. There is no way for them to get back in the game now. Nolan on the ball now. Feeds Ross. Flanker. Goes himself. Not what you want to do on fifth man. Feeds Canast. Try to feed that back post. It's an open net. Takes a shot off, but not finding the back of net. End score 5-3 to the Cockburn Wolves. And we will see you next week after we see the statistics.
What? Stats.
You got it plugged in?
The quality of rapid in this state is fucking embarrassing.
When you're ready. Just joined with the statistics here. We have possession was 58% in favour of the Cobras. Total shots in favour of the Cobras 33. Total on-target shots in favour of the Cobras 16 to 13. 3 goals to the 5 of the Cockburn Wolves. Corner kicks exactly even, and passing strings 25 plus. 22 for the Cobras to 8 for the Wolves. As you see, Wolves playing a much more direct game, paying off tonight. We will see you next week. During